What is up, guys? It is the Redstone Scientist here, and I am here on the SciCraft server with Method, Enemy, Nembomb, Ilmango, Ragu, and T. Do you have? How do you say
D5.
T5? T5. Yeah. If you guys are not familiar with SciCraft or what we're about to do here, you guys are in for a real treat because these are the guys. This is the sort of the end-all be-all of technical Minecraft servers here. So if you're into that sort of thing, stick around because there's a lot of neat stuff coming up.
Oh yeah. So let's get started, hop on the piston bolt, and get to the place we want to show today.
Okay. If you guys want to see more of SciCraft, definitely check out their channels. It'll be in the description. And also, let's see, Doc M did a server tour on here recently, and Exumavoid, I believe, right?
Yeah, they joined us also as guests for one of our tours.
Yeah.
And
now it's my turn!
Yay!
Just
So,
hop into Minecraft here.
yeah, we're
This
still
one
running
too?
on 1.10 for this tour at least, and probably one more.
Wow, this is insanely loud.
But yeah, it's supposed to be loud and...
Is this Ragu's translocator?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, gotcha.
So it fit really nicely in here.
Yeah, it does.
It looks great. I mean, it's a shame that they don't work in 1.11 anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
They're really convenient
Do you
to use.
see Panda's latest, or Panda's brief history of pistons?
No.
We have
Yeah,
our
it's
own
an interesting video, you should check that out.
Yeah, I think at the moment there's no really convenient fast transport, which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But okay, let's jump right through the portal and see what we got today.
Alright.
So yeah, we'll have a slightly larger area to cover today, so I got some speed
Alright.
potions. Just
Do I
in
have
case we
any?
need
I
them.
do.
Ah yeah, you should have some.
Yeah.
So maybe we just start right to the left. Ah, wait, that was kind of weird. Anyways, so
Oh,
let's...
this is a bit pretty for SciCraft. I mean, that I didn't
Yeah.
mean that as an insult. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So we
Meaning,
really
you know,
put a
you
lot
gotta
of
put
time
some
into
time
this
into
thing
that.
to
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
look nice. And yeah, we're starting just at one of the farms over here because this is a whole complex that we're gonna show today.
Ooh.
And
Oh, I like this
Once
down here. Is this a
everyone's walking
flower
here.
farm, I'm guessing?
exactly.
Oh,
So-
yeah, because we're in a flower forest. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, here we're actually in the plains biome because yeah, we need different biomes to get all flowers. So if you look out the window here, then you can see that there's a swamp nearby.
Where are you? Oh, sorry.
Just look ahead. I mean, you can
Yeah,
see it
yeah.
from the trees, right? There's a swamp where we have another house, which is pretty much the same as what we've got here. And then we also got some additional farms, which we'll show in a second, in an actual flower forest.
So you've got
there.
multiples of these situated in different
Exactly.
biomes.
So
Gotcha.
this is basically at the intersection of different biomes.
Mhm.
And yeah, I think best way to show it is to fire it up right away.
Whoa! Ah!
And
Wow, there's a lot of motion going on.
yeah, that can make the frames disappear if you're not careful, but
So,
it's fairly
and
steady.
also maybe because I have Optifine, that it's sort of
Yeah.
rendering a little bit weird. But why so many minecarts? Is it really have that much trouble keeping up?
Yeah, so we're using them really to pick up everything, and it's
Hold on
also
one
much
second, I need to turn
easier.
it down even more. Can you say that again?
Yeah, so we need a lot of minecarts to pick up everything, and also because it's much easier if they don't have to bend around. So we just have the straight things here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically dispenser in the middle, so there are even two, and those are always rendering on top, which is kind of a bug.
Okay.
Like
so
there are always
not
those
really
two
there.
on top, which doesn't make sense. They're actually on the rails below, but for some reason they render on top.
Is it a glitch
No,
that
there are two glass blocks.
the two glass blocks? Is that a glitch or is that?
No.
No, those would be dead spots where we can't pick up items.
Oh, I see.
So we don't
But-
want them piling up.
So the bone meal works even if there's a block on top of the grass?
Yep.
Huh, I didn't know
And
that.
because it's
not
a transparent
really.
block.
In that spot, no grass grows, so...
Right.
Yeah, I mean the grass doesn't grow, but you can use the bone meal on the block below
Yeah.
the glass. And
Okay,
because
I
it's
didn't know that.
transparent, we don't lose basically the grass on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so should we take a look downstairs?
Sure, I'm just following.
This
Yeah,
is-
leave it on.
Yeah, we don't have
Should
a
I
jump
let
boost
it run
beacon
it?
here. Yeah, maybe turn it off so we get rid of the noise. Yeah, so this is quite a monstrosity. It's a bit difficult to move around here. But
So I'm wondering what the, it seems to me that, it looks like a pretty standard flower farm. What's going on in here?
yeah, so we have a bunch of things here. I mean, first of all, it's not just one, and it's also quite interconnected with the rest of this complex. So, for example, you can see here a hopper minecart in sort of a dispenser. Well, it works based on translocation, which would dispense one of those hopper minecarts that are actually stacked here. And then we have one down here which collects all the drops. So if you take a look at this bottom minecart, there are a bunch of seeds and flowers in.
Hold on.
There's a minecart here at the bottom.
I'll turn it on so you get new items.
Oh yeah.
This one right here?
Yep, the one at the bottom.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
In this thing. So that one actually picks up all the drops, which are shot out by droppers here and picked up by this minecart again, and brings them to a central storage, which we'll see in a second. And yeah, of course, also the bone meal comes from the central storage. So if you come around here, it's basically waiting here to be picked up by the hoppers. There's just a bunch of water streams here, but it's actually brought
the bone meal
minecart.
just from a bulk storage area?
Exactly. So we have one central storage where we collect the drops and where we insert the bone meal. So we don't have to go to each individual farm, but we can still run them all at the same time and get all the flowers.
Gotcha.
Because,
So
yeah, I mean,
I guess what I don't understand is, so this is sort of the central hub of all of the different flower farms, right?
no, this is one of the
No?
remote farms. The hub is a bit
So
bigger.
I guess I don't understand why all of the redstone, why all of the complexity, because all you're doing, right, is just collecting items, right?
Yeah, but we are also shooting them out, for example, all the time, and of course there's a whole bunch of things that we had to put in here. I mean, there are a lot of droppers that are shooting out the items, so they need to be wired, and yeah, then everything needs to be controlled from some places. There are different ways to activate it. So we've
Are
set one
these-
on top. Yep,
And then is this stuff is part of the flower farm, I assume?
Exactly.
Like the actual...
so it's part of the flower farm or of the detection system when we need a new minecart to pick up some drops.
So
So basically, whenever the
so
minecart
that-
down here is full, I've just seen it, so that one was just sent off, and then a new one is automatically dispensed from up here, which picks up
So-
additional drops.
So the drops go into the hopper minecarts above, then they go into these hoppers.
Yep.
The hoppers go into these droppers, which go into the hopper minecart.
Yeah, which go into water stream and then in the hopper minecart here, which brings it to a central storage.
Okay, got it.
So that's kind of the idea here, and maybe we can get back out here.
Can also take a look at the bone meal
Oh,
through this door.
Oh yeah, we've just seen that, so... Oops. Go out
Sorry?
here. Yeah.
Oh.
Got a little unloading station here.
mm-hmm.
So all the bone meal also comes with minecarts from a central place. And yeah, here we have a fast unloader, which then dumps it into a water stream and sends it to the actual dispenser in the middle of the farm. And yeah.
This
That's-
looks like one of these, I can't think of the word for it,
Yeah, the item distribution
It's a
systems.
fast unloading system.
Or
Yeah.
fast unloading, as we call it.
Do these fence gate things still work in 1.11? The fence gate, these unloader designs?
Yes.
They are fairly stable. So nothing really fancy there.
So just to restate, right? This is the bone meal section, right?
Yeah, so this is
And
just a bone meal supply.
When the hopper runs out of bone meal, this lamp here turns on and sends the minecart off. Then it fills up with bone meal, and that's the unloading part here.
Where's the lamp?
This torch here.
Torch, sorry.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The redstone torch would open the way for the minecart, and then it basically gets some new bone meal.
Cool. So, do you guys have to manually restock the bone meal? Or
Well,
does
at
it
some
come
point you have to
from-
craft it, but we don't have to restock it here at this farm or at each individual farm. I mean, we have a bunch
You
of
have
them.
a system that distributes it?
Yeah, we have one central storage that provides every farm.
Nice.
Is it?
Is that different from your main storage system where you have
Yeah,
all
it's
the
in
items?
this area. Otherwise,
Oh,
we would have
okay.
to do too much chunk loading.
Gotcha. Are we going to be able to see that?
Oh yeah,
Coming up
we're
next.
gonna head there
Oh.
just in a second. So yeah, this is basically how the flower farms look from below, you might have already seen that there's another house in the swamp over there. It's a bit remote, but yeah, it's at the end of this wooden bridge. Let's wait for everyone to come out.
That looks like another Ragu translocator over there.
No, actually, we're not using translocators here.
I mean
So,
the
Over there.
Over?
transport system.
Oh, yeah.
The
Sorry,
tube.
that's something we'll see in a second as well. Yeah, so we have...
No, that's just an aesthetic melon piston tube.
Yeah, just a small thing. Yeah, so we have another farm in this house over in the swamp, pretty similar to this one.
This one here?
Yeah. And, I mean, here's just one of the minecart lines that... Is it actually a supply line or one that brings stuff back? I keep forgetting which one is which.
Both.
No, the minecart is for the bone meal is underground.
And this
is for the flowers and
Yeah.
seeds.
So this brings all the stuff we produce back to the central storage.
Mm-hmm.
Can you also
And...
turn this on?
Sorry?
Well,
yeah,
so
maybe-
you guys are completely
maybe fire up
different
the
than
farms.
Ragu is.
Yeah, so I'm just heading to the nether portal again.
I should also say, and I can cut this out if you guys are not okay with this, but I should say that if anybody watching has any questions that are not answered, put them in the comments and I'll reach out to these guys, see if we can get them answered for you.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. I guess it would be best if you just go to the central location, right? Because this
Yeah,
house is
so
just
Mango,
the same
are
as the
you-
other one.
Leading the rest of the group at the moment? So everyone finds their
we're
way.
heading back.
Yeah, let's just
It's kind of a large
I,
area.
I only see method right now. Hold on. Let me through.
And you should
yeah,
also
we're
know
outside the
where to
house
go.
already. Just
Oh, there you guys.
We are spreading out so we get some mob spawning. So, we finally reconvened here. And yeah, let's check out one of the other buildings. So let's just take a look at the second flower farm we have here. Which is inside this building.
Okay.
So the basement looks pretty similar. But of course the building is a bit different. So this is more like a showroom of the different flowers. Of course we also have the flower farm in here. And we can actually take a brief look upstairs. So we have a bunch of
Ragu
different
spent
rooms.
a lot of time decorating.
Oh yeah.
By the way, my viewers, sorry about the lag. This is a pretty heavy server.
Oh yeah. So yeah, with a small coffee
So
kitchen,
where are we looking? Sorry.
some coffee tables. Just browse around the rooms. I mean, there are a bunch
okay.
of offices, some tables and stuff.
we actually have rooms.
Nice.
This is like something special to show.
Yeah. For outside,
Wow,
special.
an orange flower!
Oh yeah, here this is not the typical thing you would expect, so...
This is an office farm.
yeah, sort of. I mean, here we actually have something different than the offices. Small kitchen and a little break room. So yeah, I mean, we try to put some effort into making it look nice here.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's not the most efficient whatever farm that we usually do, but yeah, we just want to do something fun for once. And yeah, so we also built some nice buildings around the individual parts of the farm.
Yeah.
And
So what? All of the rails outside, is that all for transportation?
Yep.
Yes,
I mean item transportation?
Yeah, that's all what connects the different parts of the farm with each other.
Gotcha.
And yeah,
The
we wanted to make it nicely visible so you actually have something to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, in the next building we have the, well, third flower farm. The fourth one is in the swamp. Again, same design on the technical side, but slightly different house here.
and
so-
also different flowers.
Right, this is a flower forest, and we're in a different. Yeah.
So it's just a different location because flowers always grow. This, like at one spot, there's always the
Right,
exact
the
same flower
on
growing.
every block. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's only dependent on X and C, and nothing else.
Right.
So yeah, you always get the same flowers and the same things. So even if you're in the same biome, you still might need more than one location because you can't get all flowers within, well, one of these. How large is it? 9 by 9 or something?
Right.
And even if you
It's-
are on a different seed, you are getting exactly the same flower in the same X and Z location.
Right. Doesn't matter why you're at. I believe it's
Exactly.
using purloin noise, right? The
It could be. I'm not sure.
They use this. They use a separate random number generator that actually doesn't depend on the seed. It's actually a fixed seed of I think like 777 or something like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so in principle we have the same basement again with all the redstone, but yeah, it's also crowded as in the other things, so it's hard to look at. Small bathroom, just because. And
yeah, can we take a stop here? Just need a little break. Okay, I'm done.
oh yeah. And then we can head out the front door. And for the first time see the entire area, or well, the main parts of this area in its full glory.
Neat. I like that, the smoke coming off the is that a silo?
Cooling towers.
Cooling towers. Gotcha, I like that.
Yeah, so it's a mostly industrial themed area here.
What is
So
the F for?
F?
Flowers.
Yeah,
Ah!
fair enough.
You could at least say, you know, like, Flowerstein Industries. You have to have Stein on there. Flowerstein Industries. I don't know.
Something. So yeah, here we have a small scale for trucks, like when they unload stuff, so you know how much they unloaded.
Oh,
And it's
neat.
basically the scale building for it. So that's why there's a bit of a more spacious open room in front. And yeah, so
It
let's...
could be cool to have, although it probably wouldn't look as good, but it could be cool to have, like, weighted pressure plates here, so you could actually, you know, have a display how much weight is on there. Use some
Yeah, we
lamps.
actually considered that, but it didn't look that great.
Yeah, it wouldn't look
So
great.
it looks a bit weird. Because it's so segmented, which doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's head to the central building. And take a look at what we got in here. So, before we're running by, so here we actually have our central bone meal storage. Which is pretty much just a bunch of chests. And
this is the central
Line
bone meal
fuckers.
storage for the whole server.
well, not for the server, but for this area.
For this
So
area.
at the moment it's pretty empty. Normally these chests should be filled. I
So
think
do
someone
you
was
guys
running the
then-
farm scan.
So do you go manually from bone farms, bringing bones over and crafting them into bone meal, or do you have a
Yeah, we're actually
transport
bringing
system?
bone blocks from stuff
bone
over, so
blocks,
it's
yeah.
it's fairly compact to transport it. But yeah, there's no point in making a full transport system over the server. And we have a large system for glass that we transport across dimensions. But for bone meal, we didn't want to go through the same effort, which would be a bit of an overkill.
I can just
Because we don't run it
craft
that
some
much.
bone meal there, drop some bone meal in.
Yeah, exactly.
I helped! And it's a backup. I helped, but, you know.
Oh, so, yeah, I mean, down below we can see where the minecarts are picking up stuff. So they're coming
so here
in.
we have 4 lines. Each flower farm has an own line.
So if you guys are also curious what this stuff is with all the ender chests, this is a very fast unloading system. If you want to know more about how those things work, I believe Mango has a video on it, and I know Mr. Beast has a few designs of his own where he explains it.
Yeah, so in general, whenever you see something more complex, these things that we use all the time, check out Mango's channel. That's definitely a good address to keep in mind. And yeah, as you can see here, the minecarts are coming, picking up stuff. I mean, they're sucking out the bone meal rather quickly, because they're hopper minecarts. So it takes only a few seconds to fill up. Oops, I'll just close it again.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we have to refill the chests rather quickly. That's why we have this item distribution system on top. And yeah, then of course, at some point we have to get some drops back, right?
What's going on here with the subtraction? Why is this necessary?
It's just to detect when the minecart is full. So it gets sent off once it sucked out all the bone meal it needs, and then it goes back to the flower farm and...
Oh, I see. So the comparator only
provides it
turns
there.
on when it's full. Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
Full cake has 14 single strength.
So what's interesting here is you guys... This is actually very compact, the way that you guys have got the subtraction working here. So you've got... So it works no matter where you are. So here you've got it going around to the... Going around to the side with the cake there, and it's doubling up, so you have it from there and from there, subtracting both comparators.
Yep.
Then you've got the signal coming around through the block up the torch, and then you mirror that on the other side. Pretty cool.
So it's a bit difficult to wire all these 4 lines up at once, but
it's nice and compact
pretty
for the
cool.
amount of stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
For the number of modules.
And here we can actually just see where there's a minecart coming in, and some items are being shot out. So this is where all the seeds and flowers are coming back. So I actually have 2 of these unloading stations. So the ones with the clay here. So one is just here to the left, and one is right here.
What? Sorry, can you say that again?
So those are just unloading stations. Like the one I'm jumping up right here, hopefully not hitting a minecart. Oh, now I have to dodge it. Oh no, it's at the same farm.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So yeah, up here we also have an unloading system below these points where the minecarts stop. Oop. Ah, just made it. Nice. Yeah, so just where they stop here, for example this one, it gets unloaded, and after some time, when it's empty, it gets sent off again. And you can hear all the droppers clicking. So that's just everything being shot into a water stream, and then, oops, yeah, just right here. And at the wall, you can see all the storage.
Man, I can't even imagine just this part right here with the rails. Because just rails are so difficult to work with.
Yeah, they can
doing
sometimes
it
be a
with water
bit tricky.
streams would have been easier, but we wanted to do everything with the rails just because of the challenge, and it looks nice.
Yeah, so
I'm just having trouble imagining I mean, are flower farms really that fast that you need?
Yep, they're pretty fast.
If all of them are running, we get 200,000 items per hour.
Do you typically have them all running at once when you're using them?
Yeah, I mean, when we had to fill up the storage, we ran them all at once, and well, then we hardly needed them anymore.
Gotcha. You have a switch to do them all at once?
Well, not all at once, but with 4 switches next to each other.
Gotcha.
Just right here.
So I guess when you've got, they're that fast, and you've got 4 of them going, 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess you need lots and lots of fast storage. Huh.
Oh yeah. So I mean, for the item sorters here, it's just a bunch of parallel chests, which can take all the stuff, and most of the items are actually seeds. So yeah, we are more than stocked on those.
Nice.
But yeah, all the chests here should be filled. Just
so was
an
there,
empty one.
Was there an impetus for this other than, we haven't done, bulk flowers yet? Or did you need it for something?
I wanted to have
kind of needed
a lot of color class just for future projects and availability.
So we want to have all the colors here. And I mean, some of them we can't produce naturally, so we have to get them from some trading hall or from wherever, like lapis here. Ink sacs, well, from Squid Farm, which we didn't put in the same area now again. But everything else we can pretty much produce here. Well, bone meal is, of course, another exception.
Man, I wish you could craft all the... I know you guys aren't, huge command people, but I did... I never released it, but I was working on like a more dyes thing where you could just craft any color using the existing colors. That would be so nice.
That would be nice. If you could combine them even further.
Yeah. Or like even just the same 16 colors, but being able to, undo a dye, like, re-dye wool or re-dye glass.
I see. Yeah, that would actually be nice. But yeah.
Because once you dye glass or once you dye wool, you're stuck with it.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, we just have a bunch of dyes when we need them to have some intermediate storage. And of course, one dye that we don't get directly is here, and that's cacti. Well, the cactus green, which is stored on the side here.
Which I'm sure you guys are very low on.
Yeah, actually, on cacti we are pretty low. There's like
I was being sarcastic.
A bit over 2 double chests or so. But that's just because we recently smelted everything here and turned it into cactus green, which is over here. And there we have a little bit more.
If we come
cacti grow really slowly, so...
Real quick, we can show where we get the cactus from.
Yep.
Okay.
We have these 2 cooling towers, and basically inside of those we have cactus farms.
Can we see one?
We can try.
The cooling towers are a bit
Yeah, I think
annoying
we
to get inside.
just
so
have to
I see.
quickly use spectator mode here because it's not too easy to get inside. But
So do you guys know about the vines and button trick?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I do. That still works, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, but here, I mean, we have a bunch of cacti here, also spaced out a little bit to have enough drops and to make sure they don't fall onto another cactus and get destroyed. So that's why we have some intermediate layers in here.
Intermediate layers? What do you mean?
Yeah, there are some water layers in between if you look closely.
Oh, I see.
So we collect some drops and say, okay, we give up a little bit on the height efficiency, but therefore actually increase the drop efficiency per drop that we have. So they don't slightly like strafe to the side and land on a bottom cactus.
Did you originally design it like that, or did you like have the whole thing done and then you said, you know what, it would probably be better if we added those water layers in?
No, we would put it in originally. And I mean, this was a fairly quick build.
The reason I asked is because I was wondering, you know, were you feeling like, you know, oh, we can make this more efficient by doing this?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we did some tests. Maybe someone remembers.
No, it was just per feel. So you knew that the more you stack it, the more you lose. So we put it in one layer.
At negative 1837, 1835, there's a zombie holding a cactus that's not going to despawn.
Oh, well,
that's fine.
In the water stream, yeah.
Happens.
Quality
testing.
Making sure that they're good cacti.
So yeah, but speaking of cacti, they grow rather slowly, and those two towers
Should I put it back to you guys?
Yeah.
Alright, so those two towers would be rather slow. I mean, they are large, but there's not too many cacti in there, right? So let's quickly go on this area here. So you can see a little logistics area here.
Haha! Thwarting the law.
And if you take a look in this storage hall here, then it's actually pretty much filled up.
I like these
with
trucks.
even more cacti.
I don't know why. I like them.
Yeah, those weren't designed by us, so I followed the tutorial.
Yeah, I mean,
on the other
we're not the biggest
I
builders.
recognized a few of these things. Yeah.
But yeah, so here we have a whole bunch of cacti in there. Yeah, some of them get stuck in the middle because there's water flowing just from the middle. But okay, that's a minor inefficiency.
This is I don't know, I'm just having trouble telling. This is blue glass or
it's gray.
It's gray glass.
Gray.
oh,
The
I
water
see it now.
above it
Okay.
makes it blue. So yeah, it's a huge hall mostly filled with cacti just because we thought it needs to be a bit faster.
This is a really neat effect. The water flowing around you.
Yeah.
Any particular reason you alternated colors? Just for aesthetic value?
Yeah, really just for aesthetics and to make it not super uniform.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, some of the cacti here don't produce anything because we just have end rods next to them and they don't make them pop off.
Yeah.
So only the glass panes do, but the end rods don't, but it gives a bit of light and adds a bit of detail. Because otherwise it would be super dark. I mean, even the water makes it dark already, and you probably wouldn't see anything if you didn't have some light in there. So I thought,
don't make cacti pop off, do they?
Yeah. Yeah.
They do.
No, the end
I think they
rods.
do.
Sorry, what? The end rods or the glass?
Torches.
Oh, torches? Yeah, they might do. But we would have to have something that we can put them on. And
Right.
So yeah, it would be a bit more difficult. And I think the end rods fit in quite nicely there.
They do.
Alright,
Cool.
so we got a whole bunch of cacti here.
Where are you guys? Oh,
Just at the entrance.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, at some point we have a lot of cacti, but we have to smelt them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for that, we actually have a really nice system.